hey, good morning, Huntsville, as we get rocking and rolling here on another edition of Good Morning Huntsville. And we want to welcome you in today. It's already Wednesday. To think about how fast this month is going. And we are just a few days away from this October being completely done. And then it's time for November. I cannot believe how fast this year has gone. I can't believe how fast we got to episode number 621. And so welcome in as we do get rolling this morning. As always, I want to give a special thank you to our good friend Elliot Herzlich from Elliot's Jewelers. He is online at elliotsjewelers.com for all of your jewelry needs. Please go by and see my really good friend. He's a great man. He does a lot in this community. He always gives back. And he was the very first sponsor that we have ever had on this show. And in fact, I'm so thankful that out of all the years now, 3 years and counting that we have done this show, we have really only had one sponsor that's no longer with us. And so it says a lot about just the community giving back. And we want to always promote the good here in Huntsville. And maybe this morning you're a business and you say, you know, Rob, I've seen you on so many times. I've heard about your show and I've started to tune in recently and I've got a business in town. Maybe I want to promote it. I want to welcome you into the Hello Huntsville family. We'd love to help promote you. You can always reach out to me by email. The best way is email hello@hellohuntsvilletx.com. Again, that is the email address if you would like to reach out. And maybe you're just someone who's been watching the show for a long time and you said, you know, I've never reached out. I've never said hi. If you're on this morning on the social media feeds, why don't you comment in? Let us know that you're out there. We'd love to hear from you. And you can always comment in on Facebook, on YouTube. If you're like Clyde Law, who joins us all the time on LinkedIn, you can message us there as well. And, of course, you can always text us on our phone and text line. That line is always open at 936-339-0139. Again, that number is 936-339-0139. Well, hey, as we wake up this morning, as you join us here on the show, let us know what you're thankful for today. We always like to start out each day in a positive note and be reminded of all the things that are happening in our lives that we can be incredibly thankful for. Despite any type of adversity, despite anything that may be negative going on around you, this morning, let us know what you are thankful for. I'd love to read those as we start today. We already have our core family members joining us. I like to say that. Quentin Glaze, our number one engager this morning, chiming in with a good morning. How about Kyle Kreiner, the Brisketeer, who picked up some more points? And Kyle is on our leaderboard. He has been on top of the leaderboard. If you have the new Hello Huntsville app, Kyle this morning, let me pull this up. I just want to get a current update here. It's really cool. If you download our app and sign in every day, if you just go to the app and read the articles and comment and anything that you do pretty much, you're going to get what we call experience or XP. Kyle right now is leading the leaderboard, 750 XP. So congratulations, Kyle. Because of that, I don't know how to do math that quick in my head, but it's basically 4 entries per contest for every 25 XP. And so that's 4, 28, 29, 30 entries. Kyle already has now 30 entries for Kyle for our monthly giveaway. We've got some prizes that we're going to give away at the end of this month, probably right at the first, to be honest. We'll do the prizes. We'll draw for them right there on – we may do it Friday, to be honest. I mean, Friday is going to be the 31st, although we may wait till the 1st or till Monday, only because we want to give people a chance on Friday up until 11:59 to try to get more XP. But Kyle is ahead right now, 750 points. Kia right behind him at 680. And then Jason is at 560. And there's still plenty of people. I mean, they're the top 10 list. All of you have entries in for this month. And it's a really cool thing. If you don't know about it, download our app and you can find out more information. And we're going to start loading this thing up with some really, really cool prizes. We've got a few gift baskets we're going to give away this month, courtesy of Steadfast Creations, Deborah Wine. And we also have some Cafe Texan gift cards. And we'll get back to our phone and text line. We're just waiting. You know, honestly, we'd really love to have somebody sponsor that phone line again. And I haven't really been going out doing a lot of sales. We've been really busy here at the church, and I've been focusing on content and building up our app and building up our website to continue to get more people to interact with us here, not only in the morning show, but on our website as well, which we're getting close to 1,000 visits a day on that. We're on the Newsbreak app, and we get a lot of visitors from the Newsbreak app. If you don't have that, it's a great app to get local news stories and regional news. So there's just been a lot going on in the background that we have been doing to improve the platform so we can continue to engage with our community. Jennifer Augustinetti is with us this morning. I love Jennifer always chiming in. And she says, good morning. It's a wonderful Wednesday. Y'all find a Bible study to attend this evening. Have a blessed day. There's a big event going on here. Fall festivals have already started to kick off around the community. And here at First Baptist, we are having our annual Fall Festival. It's always a great event, an awesome time to come out and get a jump start on just fall and all the great things happening around this time of the year. Come tonight, 5:30 to 7:30. We would love to have you tonight. And we're going to have all sorts of games and many activities for families and for children. And so if you can come, we're going to be here for a couple of hours over our Family Life Center right across the street. So come out and be a part of that today. We would love to have you, and it would be awesome. Autumn Wheaton is chiming in this morning. She answered the call when we were asking about what are you thankful for. And, boy, she said, I had to find a new doctor recently and had my new patient appointment with him yesterday. First impression is that I will really like him. That is Dr. Bosley. And I'm sorry. She said, I will really like him. It's Nabal Khan. Dr. Bosley is a tough act to follow, and I was worried that I would not be able to find someone like him again. You know, Autumn, you bring up a really good point because when I've talked about doctors on this show before, and here's Miss Sweet. You know what's so great every morning now? It's just became a routine, and I'm so thankful that I started drinking coffee because my good friend, Miss Molly, and she is dressed this morning. Molly, look, come right here real quick this morning, Molly. Check this out. Look, here's Molly. Molly, look, this morning the camera's. Molly, why don't you join us real quick?
What do you want me to do?
Here, Molly, come here real quick. I don't want to mess up your hair, but okay, here. Molly's going to join us this morning. See how great this is? I love this morning. Molly, welcome in.
Welcome.
Yeah, Molly.
Thank you.
Molly's nervous. She's never been on the show before.
No, I haven't.
So Miss Molly is beautiful. I love the fall festival
Snoopy.
look.
I love Snoopy.
Yeah, she's got Snoopy. Yeah, I know you love Snoopy. We talk about it. Well, Molly is our gateway to the church here. She is the grandmother of our church.
Yes, and I love it.
You are here every morning at 7 a.m., sometimes 6:59.
Yeah.
And Molly, I told her the other day, I said, Molly, I like to drink coffee now. I just got into coffee. Uh-huh. And there's something special about when Molly pours my coffee that just makes it taste great. So thank you, Molly.
It's the love in there.
Yeah, well, thank you. Well, Molly, hey, I'm going to interview you real quick. Is that okay?
Okay.
Well, Molly has been coming here to First for what now, 4 years?
4 years.
4 years or so? What have you just loved about, being here at First? Because we love you, so why don't you tell us about what you love?
Oh, I love the church because everybody is so friendly and they make me feel so welcome. And every day is a pleasure to come to work. I thrive on it. I mean, it's just, I'm 80. I'll be 84 next month.
No, see, that's where this where I get on to Molly because she lies. There's no way she's 84.
I thank the Lord every day that I can get up and come to work, but it's a pleasure. It's not like sometimes you dread your job.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't. I love it. I love my job. I love helping people, and love kids. And we have a wonderful, wonderful. Where they help kids, and Deborah does such a wonderful job in doing the right thing for the kids.
Yeah,
it's just wonderful to do that.
Well, Molly, you know what I love most about you? You're always full of so much joy, and I come in a lot of mornings, and you and I talk, and we all go through things in life. And I had told you a while back, I lost my grandmother in 2021, and I miss her every single day, and I don't want to get choked up, but you're about the closest thing that I could have, and you have meant so much to me and our family, and we just love you so much. And I told you that a while back. I said, Molly, if you don't mind, you're my new surrogate grandmother.
I have a lot of grandkids and great-grandkids. So that I love them all.
And you've been in Huntsville a long time, right?
We moved here in 87.
1980s. Where'd you move from? Where were you living originally?
Houston area.
Houston. Mm-hmm. And Molly's really neat. Molly used to work for a company. Can we ask you a little bit about your work back in the day? You didn't work. Did you work for airlines also?
No, never worked for
You didn't,
airlines.
but you worked for a bus company, right?
Yeah, when I come here in '87, I had to find a job. My husband was working for TDC, and he got cancer. But anyway, Billingsley Parts and Equipment, I went there and applied for a job, and they said, I said, what is telemarketing? I don't even know what it is, because they said it in the paper, telemarketing. I said, I don't know what telemarketing is.
So you were just looking, you just wanted a job.
And the lady said, well, it's selling parts on the phone for schools. I said, oh, no, I never sold anything in my life. And so anyway, I called her for 3 weeks. I called her, went out to a pay phone. Back then, we didn't have phones, like cell phones.
How far was the payphone?
It was down there. I had to get in the car and drive to it. It was
Okay.
down 19.
I thought you were going to say you had to trudge through the snow.
No,
No, I'm just
we don't have snow. I did the rain, though.
Yeah.
But anyway, I called her. She finally said, just come in. Anybody that's so persistent has to be a good worker. Well, I went in, and when I quit selling parts, when they closed down, I was selling over $1 million worth of parts a year.
I think that's incredible. So,
but,
we're all about lifting people up on this show, and I bring that up for a reason. Because there is no reason anybody can't get up and say, well, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know where I'm going to work, and I can't find a job. Molly was persistent. How long did you say? 3 months?
Yeah,
Boy,
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Bugging the fire out of these people.
3 weeks, yeah.
This was the launch of telemarketing, by the way. Molly had no idea what it was.
No, I didn't.
She kept bugging these people to death.
Yeah.
And then she ends up being the number one sell. You had to be over $1 million a year in sales.
Yeah.
And how long did you work for them again?
Well, I worked for Billingsley from '87 to '96, and she sold the company. And then they started a company in New Waverly. Don Billingsley started that company at Heavy Duty Bus Parts, and I worked for them from '96 until they closed down in '21.
Wow. That is a long time.
30 years, about 30 years.
30 years. And it was just from persistence for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So I want that to be a testament to anybody out there this morning.
You can do it.
You can do it. If Molly and Molly just found something, she had no idea what it was.
And just like working here when they closed down, then I said, what am I going to do? I'm 81 years old. Who's going to hire me? The church hired me, yes.
Well, we're glad we did. So, well, Molly, real quick, I wanted to ask you, what'd you learn? You went into this with telemarketing, had no idea what it was. How did you become so successful at it?
Because I studied the catalog and learned the parts and talked to the people and find out what their needs was and know that, you got to let them know when they need something to call you and get your name out there. And so, because that's way, to me, that's what all it is about, that when they need something, they would, I need to call Molly and order this part. And so, because a lot of times when you call them, they don't order, but they eventually will need something and then call you.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, Jim Beamo, he's loving this. He's over here giving Molly a thumbs up this morning. Brother Beam is here. We're going to have Jim on the show one morning, too.
There you go.
Jim,
He's a good guy.
Jim and I were talking. We want to start going back to the prisons and talking to folks.
Yeah.
And so
that's good.
We're going to have Jim on sometime.
Yeah.
But Molly, I wanted to say this real quick. I always tell you this, but we need about 10 of you here because every morning at that side entrance, which becomes the main entrance,
yes,
there's tons of people, and we're so blessed. We're averaging, well over 200 a service now, and all different. We're talking babies, little tiny newborn babies, all the way. We've got a member that's 102 years old. She drove herself here to the
that's
banquet.
Eleanor Evans. She's 103.
That is unbelievable, and she didn't look a day over 71.
I know.
And
she's a wonderful person.
I wanted to say this, Molly, that when we first came, the first two people that we met, we were going to church all the way down in Houston.
Yeah.
And Dr. Jones and Pastor Bay had reached out and said, hey, I had him on the show. That's how I met him.
Oh, okay.
We were going to do a Monday motivational segment.
Yeah.
And we started talking, and so they said, hey, we want to do something monthly or weekly with you. And so I sent this proposal and never heard back for 2 months. I said, well, I guess they're not interested. And they said, they said, we are, but we have a different idea. And that's whenever, the opportunity came to come on staff here at First. And I want to tell you, this church has been so good to our family. The first two people outside of Dr. Jones and Pastor Bay that I met was Tim Heston and Norm.
Oh, no, Norman Zug.
The brother, we call it the brotherhood class.
That's right.
And it was incredible. And Tim still gives me a hard time because I was trying to butter him up. So I bought him what are those big old box of tacos you get at Taco Cabana? I went through Taco Cabana and brought them all a big box of tacos one morning. But it was, it's been so neat to see over these last 2 years that we've been here now. And not because we're here. It's this church and people like you. But we've seen this church grow in such great ways. And growth isn't important. Growth is only important if it's actually leading to something.
Yes.
Because we can sit here and grow all day.
Yep.
We can lay on the couch and grow.
But if we don't do anything for the Lord, it's not serving the purpose.
And we have seen more people, my faith has become stronger over these last 2 years. And I'm going to tell you something that I love about you, and this is what I'm getting at. When people walk into that side door, they get the biggest hug that they're ever going to get. And them little children and everybody comes up and gives you a hug. And if Pastor Don is out there, they give him a high five and a hug.
He's a good guy. I like working with him.
Every Sunday we've been blessed. There's families every Sunday now that come up to the front.
New families are coming in every Sunday, yeah.
And this is the first lady right there. Whenever you're up there, she'll come up and she'll give you another hug. And she'll sit and talk to you. I get here
at 8 o'clock on Sunday. Yeah, so...
Well, real quick, one last thing, Molly, I want to ask you, and to the people, I always say to the people now, because that's what Jason says. He says to the people. The people are watching this morning. What would you say to somebody this morning about just how important it is to love others and to just be there for people? Because you're on the phone calling people. You're always checking them. This lady writes cards to everybody. She's got a list that goes back.
I have a book.
She has a book, and I can say, Molly, how many cards have you sent to Joe Smith? And she'll pull up her book and she'll go, well, the first one I sent him was 4 years ago, and I've sent him 13 more. So that's how much you love people.
Well, I was sending out so many cards. Linda says you need to cut back because our stamps are so expensive.
the card budget went up. But real quick, Molly, what would you say to that person this morning just about how important it is just to love people and be there for them?
Oh, when you love someone and you show God's love, you have such a good feeling in your heart. And if you don't have that feeling, it's because you don't have the love of Jesus.
Yeah.
You have to have the love of Jesus to be able to show love to other people.
Well, Molly comes into my office, on days that I'm having we're all allowed to have bad days. But like Jason says, you can't stay there. Molly will come into my office. She'll go, I know something's going on. Let's pray. And that's why I said you have became my, I miss my grandmother so much, but you are the closest thing that I have to my grandmama. And I love you. I'm going to give you a big hug, Molly.
Okay.
Love you very much.
Love you too.
All right. Well, there she is, Molly Jeanette, making her debut on the show this morning. So, hold on, Molly. Hold on. Look over here real quick. We got a little fuzzy there from the headset. Hold on. There we go. I got you. There she is, Molly Jeanette. You too. Thank you. We're going to pay her big dollars, for that appearance on the show. That's going to cost me about $200 right there. So, well, hey, we are here. Couldn't have people like Molly come on and share the fun and the joy that she has without our friends from Walker County Federal Credit Union. They didn't even know they're sponsoring today, but they had no idea Molly was going to hop on. So we appreciate Walker County Federal. We're going to step aside, take a break. Taylor Chandler is here hanging out with us when we come back on a very nice cold. Do you like the cold, Taylor? She loves the cold. A very nice cold, wonderful Wednesday. We'll step aside, take a break. More to come as we continue on. This is your show right here. It's Good Morning Huntsville. Stay with us, friends.
Friends, this is Rob Hipp, and I'm here to talk about a true expert in the real estate world. Let me introduce you to my good friend, Terry Coleman of the Coleman Realty Group.
With 33 years in the business, I've dedicated my life to making your real estate dreams come true. Specializing in residential properties, I serve Walker and Montgomery counties, from Spring to Trinity and areas all around.
They call her your next door agent, and here's why.
I'm not just here to help you find a home or lease a property. I'm here to build lifelong relationships. Whether it's residential or commercial, farm or ranch listings, there's something for everyone.
Now you might wonder, what sets Terry apart from other real estate agents? Well, it's simple. She goes above and beyond for her clients, like the time she surprised a family from California with a fully decorated Christmas tree and gifts when they returned from closing. You shouldn't have to compromise on the joys of home during life-changing moments. So, if you're ready to make your real estate dreams come true, here's what you need to do.
Visit my website at myrealtorterry.com and let's make those dreams a reality.
That's Terry Coleman, your expert in all things real estate.
I'm Terry Coleman, your next door agent, and I can't wait to help you open the door to your new life.
At Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, we're not just a place where children pass the time. We are not a daycare. We are a child care center focused on the growth, learning, and discovery. Every day, children engage in meaningful activities that build confidence, independence, and a love for learning. From reading and math to social and practical life skills, our students are active participants in their development. Ready to give your child something more? Visit tomorrowspromise.info and discover what makes our school different. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. Education you can trust.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
This is KHSP LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville. Support for SpiritRadio.fm comes from loyal listeners just like you. Want to help spread the good news across Huntsville and beyond? Underwriting opportunities are available for loyal listeners, businesses, and nonprofits. Visit SpiritRadio.fm and tap Donate today.
This is Billy Cawthon of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and you're listening to Spirit Radio, the spirit of Huntsville.
Spirit Radio.
All right, let's go. I'm just kidding. Welcome back in. I was just telling Taylor how I do not like
cliche catchphrases.
Taylor Chandler joining us here on a frozen wonderful Wednesday. Brought to you by Walker County Federal Credit Union, where, by the way, when you come in, they will warm your heart with financial success. So come in and get your kid. That was really bad.
That was so nice.
That was
until
not.
You let it go.
Yeah, financial C. I don't even know what that means.
Financial C.
Financial C, that's a new word. Taylor, good morning, Taylor. Welcome in.
Good morning.
Great to see you. Taylor's here. She's got her official FBC coffee this morning. Tell us about your Sonic story this morning. We're not putting them. They're good. They're good people.
No, well, that was part of the story. Is I really appreciated that.
Here, adjust this real quick. There you go.
I feel like you.
Here, hold on. All right, there you go. I do that to Kay every Monday morning.
My hot breath.
There you go. All right, so tell us your Sonic story real quick.
So I think we've talked about we go to either McDonald's or Starbucks every day. Mm-hmm. That's the baby's routine.
Not you and your daughter.
We and my daughter.
Yeah.
Not you. Sorry, you're not invited. I mean, you could on Wednesdays.
I go at lunchtime every day.
Okay, fair enough. We've got to spread the wealth. Well, McDonald's was packed this morning, and I was running a little late.
Wait, which one were you at?
So I live down 30.
Okay.
So the one.
Sam Houston or 11th? Which one? I'm bad.
11th.
Okay, I got you. Right by the interstate, right? That one?
Correct.
Okay,
yeah.
I got you.
So we We drive by, and I'm like, whoop, not going to that one. We're going to Sonic instead. So we get there, and Sweet Child is like, I want 2 breakfast burritos this morning. So we do that, and we pull up, and I can't tap.
The combo comes with 2 breakfast burritos, by the way.
See, I asked, and she said,
Wait,
no.
was this at Sonic or McDonald's? Oh, no, Sonic. Never mind.
Yeah,
I'm wrong.
McDonald's
okay,
has
that's
the
right.
2 with the hash brown
Yes,
and
yes,
the drink.
yes,
That's
okay.
normally what she
My
wants.
bad. Okay.
Yeah, don't. Well, and also their breakfast burritos are like $3.99, which they're freaking huge. Anywho, baby wanted 2, so she got 2, but she didn't get a drink or anything. Well, I got to pay, and I only carry. This is my bad finances. I don't carry my debit card. I only do the tap to pay. And she's like, we don't do tap. And I'm like, well, crap. So I'm like scrounging through my purse, and I have exactly $8 and a $100 bill. And we were talking about how most places don't take $100 bills or $50 bills anymore.
Your money's not valuable anymore.
But shout out to Sonic because she really helped me out because I had exactly $8. And she
hooked it up.
She hooked it up for $8 and some change. Baby got breakfast, but Mom did not get coffee. And if you know me, coffee is a must.
Taylor walked in angry this morning.
I'm cold. I'm sorry.
She barreled through the door, banged her head on the door. It was like a battering ram or a bull coming in here this morning.
Slammed down in my seat. Well, first of all,
she didn't do that. She did not do that, by the way.
I mean, kind of.
No.
There was a sweet lady in my seat, and I was like, I can't even be mad because she looks adorable right now.
Miss Molly, did you hear what she said? She's 84.
Oh.
And she don't look a day over 72. I told her she lies about her age.
I think she might.
Yeah.
I love how festive she was.
Mm-hmm.
I love the Halloween spirit.
We need more Mollies in the world. That was cool. That was impromptu, by the way. So
A Molly Wop. That's all I think of when
I'm going to start having like a Molly Wednesday over because I know you have to take your little one to. Well, she's not little. How old is your daughter now?
10.
10. Yeah. So you have to take your 10-year-old daughter to school in the morning, and so I know you usually get here just a little bit after we start. I may start asking Molly to start it up for us. Be the lawnmower to get this thing rolling in the morning.
She can start saying, "Let's go."
No, please don't.
No, but already this morning, I do not do the cold. I know you had your Fargo experience. I'm not a cold fan. I try to dress nice on Wednesdays because I'm like, I'm going to be in front of the camera. This morning was not happening. I'm like, I own 4 long sleeve shirts, and this is it. I'm like, I'm not happy. I'm just like, I woke up in the middle of the night, and I'm like, ew, it's cold outside. I could just tell.
Yeah. Oh, it was wonderful. I got up. Boy, it got so cold in the house overnight. It felt great. And then I'm in this really terrible, I think I've shared this before with you, but I'm in this bad habit of my daughter will not go to sleep. Yeah, we talked about this. So I have to lay down with her. Well, I've been so wiped out lately that I'll go into her room and lay down with her, and I'll pass out.
You're committed.
Normally she'll be asleep in 15 minutes. Well, I go in there. I closed my eyes last night. It was like 8:45. I wake up and it's 2 a.m.
You're like, oh, God.
Yeah. And then she's laying all over me, and I start to move.
Why are they like that?
I don't know.
I will wake up and Lainey's foot will be in my armpit. And I'm
all,
like, what world did you flip and finagle into that?
They play Tetris is what it is. Well, so I get up, and then, now I'm wide awake because lately I've really only been averaging 4 to 5 hours of sleep. So if we go 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 11 to 12, 12 to 1, 1 to 2, that's a good night for me. Mm-hmm. That's DJT sleep, our president. He only gets 4 to 5 hours of sleep his whole life. That man goes to sleep at 1 in the morning, wakes at 12 to 1 every night, and usually wakes up at about 5 a.m. is what I've read about him.
Interesting.
And he's done it. Some people are wired that way. They can do that.
Well, and I've always heard of insomnia, but apparently there is also something called hypersomnia.
Hyper, that means you don't sleep, right?
No, that means you do. You sleep a lot. Oh. Because somebody said it as a joke, and I was like, well, maybe I have that. Because if you are friends with me, I am a napper. Mm-hmm. I am one of those people, I can take a 15-minute nap, or I can take a 4-hour nap, and I'm going to feel the same way after.
Not me. If I take anything over 30 minutes, I feel like garbage.
Mm-hmm. I love to sleep.
No.
Sleeping is a passion. But I think that some people just operate different.
They do. I like to sleep too, but and Saturdays, Saturdays, my wife and I, we get in this bad habit of we'll get up. We need to start doing this again, sweetheart. We got to start going back to IHOP. That was our family tradition on Saturday morning. We go to IHOP. But we'll try to sleep in. Never works out. And then, because of the little ones. And then we'll go do some. We'll usually go eat on Saturday somewhere. We love Texans barbecue, by the way. It's out in Montgomery. It's so good. It's really good. It's a good family that runs that too. So we like eating here locally. We'll go to McKenzie's from time to time. I love Kevin and Lisa and Keith. The whole family's great. But on Saturdays, we like to get out of town.
Right.
So we'll go out of town and we'll go eat somewhere. And then by the time we've eaten lunch, because breakfast
nap time.
It's nap time.
Oh, yeah.
And
My
so
daughter hates that. So on Sunday, we do breakfast with her dad and her stepmom every Sunday. And she knows we go to breakfast. Mom comes home and takes a nap. It doesn't matter how long breakfast was. Mom's taking a nap.
You have to. And it'll turn into a 3-hour nap. And then before I know it, it's 5 o'clock in the evening. The children go back to sleep at like 7:30 or 8. And then there goes my one day off. And so it's completely gone. And then it's, back at it Sunday through Friday. I couldn't think
Sunday
of
through Saturday.
Yeah, Sunday through Saturday. Yeah, it's right back at it. But, no, so what happened last night is I woke up 2 a.m. I go in our room. I go lay down. And my wife is always passed out because that poor thing works her tail off. And so I go in there. I'm not worried about waking her up because I'll never wake her up unless I, shake her. So, and she'll go to sleep, watching TV or something. She's gotten me into all these shows like Golden Bachelor. She's gotten me into, I don't want to say that.
Love is Blind?
Pastor Jason's going to see this, and then he's going to be like, dude, I knew, Rob, I knew.
Have you watched the new Love is Blind?
No, I don't like to, but my wife watches that stuff. And
Okay,
so
do you listen to it in the background?
No, I usually put on my headphones and start reading, and then and I have those noise-canceling headphones, so it's weird when you put them in, you hear all that, and then all of a sudden it's like, whoosh, and then boom, nothing.
I don't like them.
Yeah, so I don't listen. I don't like to watch that stuff. But anyway, sometimes it's there. So yeah, that's on. I do like I will be honest, which is kind of good because it's not all these, younger women that are fighting each other and trying to
It's not like the real world.
Yeah, it's like the Golden Bachelor, the older ladies that are in there, they're actually all respectful to each other.
What's that like?
I don't know. But there was one that was on there, and she's like, actually, I'm an influencer. And I'm like, you're like a 7-year-old influencer. And he kicked her off. He's like, I don't want to be with you. And she left. Yeah. But here's the story. I finally lay down at 2 a.m. What do I hear 15 minutes later? It's Caden.
I was like,
and it's my other one. It's my boy. And he's still in the crib. And Caden, and every time I go in there, he is a boy.
He doesn't want you.
No,
Spare.
and he will say straight up, I want mama. And he starts throwing and jumping in his crib. I want mama. And once I pick him up, then he's cool and he chills. And so last night, I had to get Caden. And I had the privilege of getting Caden. And I put him in the bed between us. And I'll be honest, I kind of like the snuggle. So it's whatever for 5 seconds. And then it was toss and turn. And just like you said, I'm like, Caden, your mother is right there. You're a mama's boy. Why do you have to? He was pushing up on the bed with his feet and jamming his head into my neck all night long.
Why are they like that?
I don't know.
I think it reminds them of the womb.
I guess.
So are you going to raise bedroom kids or living room kids? So I was raised as a bedroom kid. So we didn't watch TV as a family in the living room. And I have a whole thought process on this now where I think I want to raise a living room family because I love the idea of my family being so I had a stepbrother and we were the same age and we were never going to agree on a TV show. So we were bedroom kids, but I'm like, granted there's only one kid in my house, but I'm like, I'm going to have a living room family and I have to pull my daughter's teeth in order to sit on that couch with me. And we watch horror movies. Don't like them, but that's what we do is we watch horror movies and cuddle on the couch.
Like Ernest Goes to Jail?
No, right now.
You know what I'm talking about, the Ernest movies?
No.
Have you never seen the Ernest movies?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, no, man. You need to
watch some culture.
The Ernest movies are the best.
No, we are watching The Haunting of Hill House.
Okay, I don't know what that is.
It's on Netflix. So far, so good.
Well, I agree with the living room thing, but right now we're a bedroom family. And so all the kids pile into our bedroom, all 2 of them. And then it's like Saturday morning, we're laying in the bedroom. And I'd much rather, I wouldn't much rather because the bed is comfortable. But in theory, I would much rather us all go to the living room and just hang out in the living room.
Like normal folks.
Like a lot of families do.
Well,
But even Bridget's fam, and even like her mom, they like and she has 5 kids. Bridget's one of 5, and so when we go visit her parents in Georgetown, her mom is sometimes it's in the living room, but more than likely not. Like if it's later in the day, we're all piled in Nikki's bed. Even me, like we all.
Right.
She has a huge bed. We're all piled in Nikki's bed watching TV with her.
So you found a plot hole in my theory.
Yes.
You found a hole.
And I'll never forget, like, one time I'm over there, and Miss Brennan, she always calls me Robbie Baby. She's like, Robbie Baby, come in here and sit down with me. Well, it's not a sit down. It's a lay down with Miss
Right.
Brennan. And so I'm sitting there laying down, and, you know, she's on one side of her bed. I'm on the other. And we're watching Lifetime. And her,
Oh, dude, I am a sucker for some
her
Lifetime
husband,
movies.
Mr. Brennan, walks in. He just shakes his head. He's like, man, I knew there's something wrong with you. You're in here watching Lifetime with my old lady.
They're so good, though.
I guess. I don't know. But anyways, yeah. So
Well-
you have uncovered something this morning that needed to be discussed. Are you a bedroom family or a living room family? That's what you're getting at, right?
Yeah. Well, and it's funny we're talking about kids being sticky. So I have 2 couches, right? Like, you know, I have like a regular house, 2 couches.
Regular.
And like these are grown up things. And I have a long couch and a short couch. I'm sure there's an official name
A
for
love seat and a love seat's the smaller one. What's the bigger one called?
a sofa.
Oh, okay. There you go. Sofa and a love. That's probably it. You have a sofa and a love seat. Okay. Getting more adultish here. I'm picking this
yeah.
up. Okay.
And I have an end table. Well, I have an end table and then a
Coffee table.
thank you. They match.
Like this kind of thing. Like
yes.
a coffee.
And keep in mind all of my furniture matches. Very
Okay.
adultish. We both like to sit in the same spot. And so I grew up when we sat in the living room, everybody's got unassigned seating. Like, you know where everybody's going to sit. We don't. Lainey and I don't. Lainey and I fight for this one seat. Well, if I sit there, she has made a point now to literally sit as close as she can to me. And she's like, I just want to cuddle. No, she doesn't. She just wants the spot. So as soon as I get in, she get up. She rolls over there. And I've accepted this. That I'm like, at some point I'm really going to miss that she just wants to be a Velcro kid. But sometimes I'm like, you're making me sweaty.
My daughter always says, Daddy, hold me. And it is the sweetest thing. Daddy, hold me all the time. And, she'll be 4. Oh, she's going to be 4 within less than a month.
No.
But she always says that, Daddy, hold me. And I know there's going to be a day. No, there's not. There's never going to be that day because I'm going to be that dad that's always going to tell her to never forget that. She's going to be 40 years old. Daddy, hold me. I'm okay.
Okay.
Although when she's 40, good night. This is why you don't wait too long. Man. So right now I can't even do the math this quick in my head. When she's 40, good
How
night.
old will you be?
I'm going to be like 80 something.
How old are you now?
41.
Okay.
And
So
she's 4, so yeah, I'm going to be like
41.
Yeah.
You'll be 81.
Yeah, that's
How was it?
well, no, I'll be in the 70s because you take away 4. So 81 minus 4. So,
Oh.
yeah, you get what I'm saying?
No,
I don't know.
but okay.
Anyways, I'll be 75 to 80. Yikes. That's scary to think about.
No, you'll still be doing the radio show on.
Oh, yeah, I'll never give up. So, anyways, let us know your thoughts. Are you a living room family or a bedroom family? It's a very important discussion this morning as
is.
we try to figure out what's going on. Billy Cawthon joining us from Sam Houston Memorial Funeral. Good morning, family. That's one cliche. Fam is cool. And I wanted to shift gears. What are some phrases that you hear on the daily? That's one. On the daily. That's an old one.
On the reg.
On the reg. What are some phrases that you hear? And maybe you don't have any, but are there any phrases that you hear frequently that just irk you for some reason? Is there any in the financial industry that when people come in?
Not really, but I say this all the time, and it is.
And it
but
annoys you?
But when I hear people say it, it annoys me. When I
Okay.
say it, it's fine. Is living the dream. How are you? I'm living the dream. I hate that.
But you
I
say
say it. But it's like,
So how does that equate? If you
I don't know. I am in a conundrum.
I don't know. Yeah.
You
Living the
don't.
dream.
You've never heard that?
I hear living the dream all the time. There's a guy named Joe Pags. It's on conservative radio out of San Antonio, 1200 WAI. And people, but you're right. Now that you said that, every person that calls into his show and he'll sit in on national networks now and fill in for people. But Pags will always say, "Hey Pags, man, good to hear it, man. I'm so glad to be on your." This is the one that I hate in the radio business. Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Oh.
I can't. As a host of when I was co-hosting.
Can I sit comfy?
Yeah.
Okay.
When I was hosting a morning show or our sports show in Fargo, I just remember like there was a guy that worked there and he'd been there forever, and I understood. I used to get annoyed with radio guys. I thought it was like this, I don't know, this kind of, oh, I'm cool because I'm on the radio type attitude.
Like you have whenever we get off here.
No, I don't have
and
that
you're
attitude.
Like, we have a coffee machine.
No, I don't have that attitude. I can't. I don't.
You are not.
I'm going to tell, like, if you're in the media business, you're no better than anybody else. Quit acting like you're top dog, man.
Bougie.
Yeah, I used to get annoyed with TV reporters that would treat their camera people like that they were way lower than them. And I experienced it twice where when I was in the Austin area, I saw two reporters literally like verbally assaulting their camera people.
Oh, no.
And I was like, I was ready to, man, I was ready to start swinging, man, because they came in to interview when I had my computer business. One of them came in, and all of a sudden this person just goes, I told you to put the camera over there. I'm like, why don't you do the camera yourself?
Get you a tripod. Set it up.
Do your own thing. Quit yelling at this person. Because those camera people, you think if they work for like a network TV, they're making big bucks.
No.
Even the guys that work for the NFL that are running cameras, they don't make hardly nothing. So yeah, that's a phrase that I don't like, is that first time caller or long time listener, first time caller. Anyways, I understand now though why DJs get kind of annoyed, because you hear the same thing over and over.
Right.
And when I was in Fargo, like this guy would always shake. He's like, "Oh great, here we go." This guy always calls in every week.
And always a first time listener
Yeah,
caller.
it's the same type of thing. But I also learned to have gratitude and be thankful that, you know what, that guy takes time out of his day to call in every single day.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you bring enough for the class?
Look, Kyle just brought a whole big coffee. We have free coffee here, Kyle, by the way. So, but anyways, that's mine. Kyle said here's walking. Is that your phrase that you don't like?
All right.
Kyle's
The one that you don't like.
yeah,
Oh,
living the dream.
Waking up to a nightmare.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kyle's is waking up to a nightmare. Yeah.
We're going to phrase that.
Kyle
Well, that's the thing is you don't know, but I didn't say what kind of dream. That's the second part of it.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, we're positive on this show. Things are starting to get negative. Let us know what phrases you do like to hear this morning.
Okay. I got nothing right now.
My
I'm
phrase.
cold.
I've changed my phrase now, where I used to say like, man, what did I used to? I just thought of this because I started telling it to people. I used to always say, hey, it's so good to see you. Mm-hmm. I've changed it now of either it's great to see you or it's so wonderful to see you. I started using the word wonderful. On Sunday mornings, I'll be like Pastor's mom, Miss Bay. I told her this Sunday, I said, Miss Bay, it's so great. I said, you know what? No, I'm going to change it. I said, it's so wonderful to see you this morning. And it just felt better.
It felt better to say that. Well, Miss
wonderful to see
Ruthie
you.
tells everybody, she's like, oh, when people are like, oh, see you next week, she's always like, God willing. I love that.
God
willing.
Oh, look how Ruthie throwing it
I
down.
know. She does. She's got good phrases.
There's a lady that passed away. I've talked about her extensively on this show a few months ago, and her phrase she would always say, thank you, Lord, bless him, Jesus. She'd always say it, thank you, Lord, bless him, Jesus. She'd always say that.
See, I feel bad because whenever I feel like it's the southerner in me, the Texas, bless her heart.
Bless that little heart.
Bless that little heart. I kind of love it, though.
My father-in-law says, God love it.
I say bless it now.
He'll say that. He'll say, God love it. Whenever it's like our children or another little children, or he'll always say it. I'm like, that's a pretty good little heartfelt saying there. You know?
See, I got to work on it because when I say it, I'm not being nice normally. I'm like, oh, bless it.
So if you're ever in the credit union and Taylor says that while you're filling out your application, you'll know
You're doing your best.
You need to steer a different direction. So, well, hey, let's step aside, take a break. Many of you are chiming in. We'll get to all of you today. Let us know that you're out there. We have some new people texting in this morning, and we want to hear from you as we're promoting and celebrating the good. I've got a few things to talk about as well. So stay with us. More to come as we continue on. It's your show here on a wonderful Walker Wednesday. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. This is Good Morning Huntsville.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
The church should be transformational. And maybe you've never been to church, or maybe life has left you feeling lost, but Jesus says, "Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." At First Baptist Church, Huntsville, a harbor of hope, we're not trying to fit in with the world. We're here to help you step into something greater, a fresh start, a new life in Christ. Join us this Sunday at 10:45 and see what God can do in your life. Visit fbchuntsville.org. Hope is here, and we're saving a seat just for you.
Loving Jesus, loving people side by side. In this harbor of hope, we are safe inside.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted, family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas. Since 2010, the Oak Ridge Disciple House has helped men break free from addiction, not with quick fixes, but lasting change through Jesus Christ. They've celebrated 167 graduates at Oak Ridge and 138 more at Interfaith with an 80% success rate. That's compared to just 5% in most secular programs. The fact is, Jesus works. And now, celebrating 15 years, they're building their third house in Tennessee and just launched a women's program, Restoration Ranch in Texas. It's all for God's glory. And here's the heart of it. They never turn anyone away for lack of money. In fact, 95% of families receive scholarships. As one person put it, don't talk about it, be about it. Every penny counts. Donate today at oakridgedisciplehouse.com and help change a life forever. The Oak Ridge Disciple House. Online at oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Real recovery, real hope. Hey friends, Rob Hipp, Media and Community Outreach Minister here at First Baptist Church, Huntsville. Let me ask you, when's the last time you felt real hope? Maybe it's been a while since you've been to church, or maybe you've never felt connected to a church at all. Well, friends, that's okay. Here at First Baptist, we're a harbor of hope, and we welcome everyone just as they are. We have programs throughout the week for all ages to come together, ask questions, grow in faith, and find the hope that only Jesus Christ can bring. Whether you're looking for a fresh start or a community to call home, we'd love for you to join us. Come experience something real. For more information, visit fbchuntsville.org. First Baptist Church, Huntsville, a harbor of hope.
In this harbor of hope, we are safe inside.
This is KHSP LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville.
This is Jason Bay, the pastor at First Baptist Church, Huntsville, and you're listening to Spirit Radio, the spirit of Huntsville.
Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit 94.3.
Hey friends, welcome back in as we continue on writing another story in our wonderful little town's history today. Can I encourage people just to get along this morning, please? I won't go into the details, but man, there's so much going on in the community and people are barking over this and that, and it's okay to share opinions. But man, when you share opinions, don't bewhittle. Is that the right word? Bewhittle or belittle?
Belittle?
I'm so bad with grammar. What did I say?
Bewhittle.
Bewhittle. Don't belittle people.
Been hanging out with your babies lately?
Yeah, I guess. You know what? That's why we have this show. We want to encourage people and lift people up. And
we don't belittle nobody.
we don't belittle anybody. That's really bad. Hey, we do want to welcome you back in right now. How about this? Taylor Chandler, 53 degrees. She's loving it today.
I'm miserable.
The wind northwest at 12, gusting to 23 miles per hour. It is going to be a very windy day. The high today, though, it's sunny, but only in the mid-60s, and it's going to be that way. And Friday, for those going out, little trick-or-treating, it is going to be a chilly Friday night, but how about 71 and sunny?
But I think Halloween is normally either really cold or rainy.
It seems like it, yeah, you're right. Well, hey, Hurricane Melissa this morning has now hit Cuba. A lot of damage over in Jamaica. In fact, some of the strongest winds ever recorded from a hurricane, I always like to say the hurricane reconnaissance, whatever thing, flies in the eye of the storm, and they detected winds that were upwards of 250 miles an hour sustained. That is nuts to think about.
Well, didn't we just talk about they had to rename the fajita scale?
The fajita, yeah, the EF5, the fajita scale.
Yeah, that's how I'm going to remember now, the fajita scale.
Fajita scale. So how are those fajitas? Well, they're the enhanced fajita scale.
But you knew what I was talking about.
I knew exactly what it was. They renamed that because of the Moore, Oklahoma tornado in 1999.
But do you think they're going to have to start reevaluating the scale for hurricanes?
No, I don't think so.
I hope not.
Yeah, I don't think so. I was you ever use Chat GPT?
No, we talked about this. I like to good old fashioned figuring it out myself.
Well, I like Chat GPT to go out on these tangents when I get bored and I just start thinking of them. And now you can talk to it. So when I drive, I just hit the button, I start asking it questions.
So this is like your shower argument?
I have a full-on conversation with this thing.
I win every time.
So you always hear about hurricanes having, they measure the strength of the hurricane by the pressure, the pressure of the hurricane. And if you've got a hurricane that's down to like 970 millibars, that's pretty strong Cat 5, okay?
Okay.
So what I'm getting at, I know this is really out there, okay? But I started thinking, well, how low can it go? How low could the pressure of a hurricane go? Because if the lower the pressure, the more strong the storm, right? Well, there does become a point to where it's so low that it can't even sustain itself.
Okay.
And so I got on Chat GPT and I said, what would a 10 millibar pressure hurricane be like? Kyle probably knows. He's always like, that ain't possible. And so this was what I was doing last night when I woke up at 2 a.m. for the 15 minutes before my son woke up. I was talking to Chat GPT.
What a wild life you live.
Yeah, it said in hurricane terms, a 10 millibar difference. See, but I didn't say a difference. I said, what if it was 10, not a difference of 10? Mm-hmm. It thought that I said a difference of 10. Well, a difference of 10 millibars is a big deal, according to ChatGPT.
Okay.
Pressure is what drives wind. It says even in a hurricane, a few millibars can mean a major increase in wind speed. And then I said, no. I'm not talking about that. I talked to it like a person. I said, no. I'm talking about what if the overall pressure was just 10 millibars, okay? I didn't know. I'm learning.
You're just learning.
It said, got it. Okay. It understood.
Oh, it does say that.
Yeah, it says, got it. You're asking what it would be like if the overall air pressure were only 10 millibars, not a 10 millibar change. That's an entirely different question. And the short answer is nothing could survive.
I thought you meant like the storm couldn't survive. I didn't realize you meant like...
The storm can't survive. Okay, so check this out. Here's why. Normal sea level pressure is about 1,013 millibars. A pressure of 10 millibars is less than 1% of normal atmospheric pressure, roughly what you'd find around 60 miles above Earth, okay?
Oh.
Near the edge of space. At that pressure, the air is so thin that it can't support breathing, sound, or weather, okay?
Breathing.
But weather. So there's your answer. The hurricane won't even be able to form.
Well, and also, I didn't realize the normal pressure is 14.7
PSI or 1,013 millibars, yeah.
So
Yeah, so
So we won't. We don't have to worry
No,
about that part.
At that pressure, the air is so thin it can't support all this. You'd expect instant decompression. Blood and bodily fluids would boil at body temperature.
I love this for us.
Yeah. No breathable oxygen. No ability for wind or
Well,
hurricanes.
this is why you can't sleep.
Look, no ability for wind or hurricanes to even exist because hurricanes depend on dense, moist air and pressure differences with a substantial atmosphere. So if Earth's atmosphere somehow dropped to 10 millibars everywhere, the planet would be airless, more like Mars. Whoa, check this out, which averages 6 millibars. Wow, I didn't know that. See? The things you learn.
So did you ever see the Twilight episode, like the Twilight Zone episode, where the sun is coming towards the earth and then it ends up being a dream?
Are you
and it ends
talking
up
like
being
the old school Twilight Zone, like the
Yeah.
black and white one?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like the sun is getting and the world boils, but then she wakes up and realizes it's a dream, and actually it's the moon that's
Oh,
coming, so the
wow.
world is actually freezing. That's what that kind of reminded me of.
Well, because of all of this, if it told me, and so out of all of that, here's what it says. It says, in short, it's not going to happen because there's no way it could happen. That's what it says, in short.
Okay.
So
One less worry off the list.
So then I ask it this. I said, so then, Mr. ChatGPT, who sometimes,
Why is it a mystery? I'm
hallucinates.
sure it's a woman because it knows everything.
well, I said, so theoretically, what would be the lowest millibar of a hurricane, right? 'Cause
Good
you have to
question.
ask, you have to ask that question. Legit question. It says, good question. See, it acknowledged it. I was like, oh, it told me it was a good question. Thank you. It always tells you it's positive all the time.
Oh.
It says, and you probably meant lowest MB because I said NB. It even knew that I
Oh, and it
typoed.
was like, yeah, silly man.
Yeah. When asking about the lowest possible atmospheric pressure that could still exist, that could still sustain a hurricane, here's how it breaks down. Real world lowest pressure ever recorded. The lowest pressure ever recorded in a tropical cyclone was 870 millibars. That was in 1979. The lowest pressure ever measured in the Atlantic was 882. Hurricane Wilma.
I was like, that wasn't that long ago. It's
2005. It says at those levels, sustained winds were roughly 185 to 190. Well, didn't we just hear that we heard gusts? Well, it wasn't sustained. I lied. It was gust of 250 with Melissa. So the theoretical limit. Meteorologists estimate that the absolute lowest pressure in a hurricane could reach on Earth, giving our current atmospheric density and the sea surface, is 850 millibars. Maybe, Kyle, 840 under perfect and what?
Very rare conditions.
All right, read this part here, Taylor, because I want you to get in on this scientific.
Because you know I'm about the science life.
Yes.
Below that, the air pressure difference between the eye and the outer bands would become so extreme that the storm couldn't remain stable. It would tear itself apart. Also, the temperature and humidity balance would break down, cutting off the storm's energy source, warm, moist air. So basically, the hurricane would clean everything up and kill itself.
There you go. Man, I like that. See, that's why I had Taylor. I needed to put it in English terms. Thank you. There you go. So that is your weather update, your meteorological. Can't even say that word right.
We're struggle busing today. It's the cold. It's the
Update.
winter wonderland. Speaking of winter wonderland, I got my Christmas Village tickets
Oh, okay.
for grand opening.
How'd you get those?
They're already on sale.
What were they, like $40 a piece, or are they a lot more than that? I hope not.
It wasn't bad.
The Christmas Village on sale, huh?
November 14th. The tickets.
You know what's really neat? If you go in there and start searching for Christmas Village, guess what comes up in the top results? Hello, Huntsville, by the way, I'm just saying. Book your tickets to the lasting, so they're here, huh?
Yeah, and it looks like they've done a whole lot. The parking lot looks nice.
That actually isn't bad. Pre-grand opening, $44.
Yeah.
But I need to get them on the show. I've reached out to them a couple times by email. This is why email doesn't always work.
No, you got to show up.
You have to show up or call up. And I've been wanting to get them on the show. I hope that once you get in there, though, and I'm not saying this to bash, I just hope that you pay that money, and I hope once you get in there, you're not having to pay like a $10 for this. And because
So you do have to get a $10 parking.
Man, here we go.
Yeah. So you do have to get a $10
What is the
parking.
point? Look, they can come on and explain this. I'm not hating on it. But why? Why is it when you go places, now you have to pay for parking?
I kind of like it. I'll be honest. I'll be the
y'all
other
don't
side
charge
of it.
for parking at Walker County Federal? When I come in to do a bank transfer, y'all don't charge me to park?
Well, you're going to start charging you to park. Yeah, you already paid it. But
I think it's just easy, quick money for people.
yes, I'm not going to disagree with
I
that.
understand it when you're downtown in a parking garage. That totally makes sense.
Well,
There's
they can't have. Okay, if all three of us could easily ride together, okay? Or we have each truck, all three of us have trucks. We've now taken up extra space for 3 people. They have limited parking. Yeah.
Roll it into the cost of your ticket. Add another $2 into each ticket and call it a day.
But then each of us could still bring 3 vehicles.
I just don't like I used to go to the Cowboy. Used to, by the way. Used to is the key word. Go to the Cowboy games.
You got so intense when you said that.
Used to. Go to the Cowboy games.
Oh.
Used to. It got so expensive to go when they built their new $1 billion stadium there. It got so expensive to go to the Cowboy games that we just started hanging out in the parking lot. We wouldn't even go into the stadium because it was so expensive. $80 to park half a mile from Cowboy Stadium. Ridiculous. But here's the kicker. See, Kyle's like, Rob, you're starting to get negative. No, I'm not, buddy. I'm getting positive. I'm bringing it back up.
Bring it up.
There was a Mexican restaurant that was near the stadium that was so wise. They said this, $40 to park, but guess what they gave you?
Chips and salsa.
A $40 gift card to their restaurant.
Oh, that's way better than chips and salsa.
No joke. So now the chips and salsa were probably $45, but you know, it was a really cool thing. And so yeah, so we paid $40. They give them to you. You just pay them. They give you the gift. It's probably a scammer, you know.
Oh well.
I never did use it actually, so it probably was some random.
So that's pretty
person.
smart of them though.
But it really, yeah, it was. They would give a $40 gift card. I don't know if they still do that. That was years ago. But I used to, when I had my IT company, we had one of those Econoline like E150 vans, and it was a like a commercial van, so it didn't have the windows and all that stuff in it.
Oh, creeper van.
It was like one that you see on Old School. Remember that movie? And
Just
they
say creeper van.
But you know what I'm talking about? Did you ever watch Old School? And they like
no.
Will Ferrell, Old School.
I know who Will Ferrell.
That a Boy Blue. You never watched that movie?
No.
That's on your movie list.
I got a long list.
So that van would drive up and like they were starting like a fraternity, right, Kyle? Is that what it's called? I guess they were starting a fraternity on campus. But these are older guys that were out of college.
I'm going to say something that's very dividing, and I know we try to avoid those.
Hold on, let me get ready to mute. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I'm just not.
Go ahead.
No.
I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. Go ahead.
I'm just not a huge Will Ferrell fan.
That's okay. It's all right. My wife doesn't like him either.
I feel like that is very divisive to certain people.
My wife liked him in Elf.
I was like, Elf, and then Talladega Nights, Step Brothers. Everything else is
What other actors are you against?
Take it.
I like having the control over here.
I don't like that.
I like having that little red button there. It's like,
don't you push the red button?
No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, I want to go back to the Christmas. It is great. I'm so thankful, and the good news is, I mean, for us, it's literally right down the road. It's for anyone here in Huntsville, it's right down the street on 35 on 45.
So what are the regular prices? So we talked about grand opening prices.
Do they have those yet?
Yeah, click on a different date.
Oh, a different date. There you go.
Well, yeah, like a Thursday.
That's not bad. $34.99 and $24.99 for children 3 to 12. Oh, here we go. Here we go though. Plus processing fee, service charge. Service charge, parking. Bundle it all together and keep it simple. Please. Please. That's the only thing that I ask. Because I used to work in car sales, and I got so annoyed for me as a salesperson that I had to be that guy that, well, I know it says this, but we got to add in this, and we got to add in this. And
the tax, title, and license?
Yeah, I hated all that. So what I started doing...
So just saying we cover 125%, including tax, title, and license.
That's why you need to go get your loan at Walker County Federal Credit Union.
We are doing a ton of refinances right now. Because right now it's a 4.49 for 60 months.
Go into this real quick. Hold on. Here we go. Ready? Here we go. Ready? Go.
Pressure. No, so we're doing refinances right now. Well, I guess, or new cars for 4.49, depending on credit worthiness, for 60 months. For cars 3 years or newer,
I
1
like
year
that
or newer.
phrase, credit worthiness.
You have to throw that in there because
my credit worthiness is not that worthy.
So for each tier, you go up 1%, but I think it caps at 10 or 17.
What is like the minimum score that you typically have to get a loan? I know I'm just throwing that out.
So, I mean, I
know you'll
don't see a lot of lower scores because of where my little niche is.
Yeah, I gotcha.
But
we won't hold you
my
to
little
it.
bougie boulevard. Let me tell you an exact, because I have a picture of it.
Oh, okay, all right.
But we see. I mean, I think I've seen a 580 get something.
Oh, phew, I'm barely made the cut.
Which a 580 really isn't. It's not great, but it's not bad.
I had a friend, Russell Barnett, who does mortgages, and Russell was so good to me, Taylor, and
So if you were a E loan grade, which is a 549 or lower, it adds 10%.
He means excellent.
Yeah.
That's still not. Let me say something real quick. Hold on. So right now you're what,
49.
4.49. If you're an E and you get approved, that's still not bad for bad credit. You're at a 14% loan. I know that sounds horrible, but if you go to these
You're looking at 28, 29%.
if you go to these no credit, don't sweat it type dealerships, you're paying 30%. Because I've experienced that in high school.
And they want you to default. We don't want you to default.
They want you so they can repo and resell.
And I misspoke, so I'm going to correct myself. So new vehicles are 4.49 for 60 months, and that's 1 year or newer. Used vehicles also for 6 months are 4.49, but those are 4 years or newer for used vehicles. So I said 3, but it is 4.
Okay.
So I misspoke in a good way.
Okay. Yeah, that's still not bad. So, folks, if you're thinking about go get pre-approved. We got pre-approved on our Hyundai Santa Fe back when the cred was doing pretty good, and got a great rate on that vehicle, and we will have it paid off. I'm sad to say for y'all, we will have it paid off.
We'd love to see that, though.
We'll have it paid
Bless
off.
it.
Bless that little car. We'll have it paid off in July.
And just another plug. So we do rate match. We
do rate man. Rate match.
We do rate match. So you will see a lot of dealerships right now are doing 0% for so many months, so many years. I am not telling you to not do that because I do not give financial advice. Read the fine print.
Gotcha.
Think about that. So they are going to make no money for a certain chunk of time. Just think about it.
I'm still thinking about when you said, it sounded like you said rate man, and I started thinking about Halloween and some guy walking into the credit union like, I'm rate man.
You should do that for us.
And have like a 4.49 costume.
Yes.
Da, 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 da.
In a green suit and just running around,
so
throwing off good
Need
rates.
somebody that don't eat a lot of hamburgers to do that. That would be awesome, though.
No.
In all seriousness, go by Walker County Federal. You know, I know that we have fun on this show, but they do such an incredible job. Taylor knows her stuff, and the whole staff there, they will take excellent care of you. We have all of our loans there, which, by the way, I paid my my monthly debt consolidation loan. I paid it 3 weeks early this month.
And there is no early payoff penalty.
Nope. And so, well, I wish I could pay it off early, but it's like a 4-year repayment plan.
But that's another thing that we get is people are like, okay, so you can do these 72, 84-month loans and pay them, double up your payments if you're fortunate enough to do that, and pay it off sooner. You know, yeah, your interest is going to be a little bit higher to do something that long, but paying it off sooner, like...
See, I remember back in the day, I was paying, I know y'all don't do mortgages, but I know back in the day, I was looking at what I was paying in rent. When you bought your house, what, a year ago or so?
October 4th last year.
Greatest, like the coolest feeling, right? Because it's like now this is yours, and you're putting money like into. I look at real estate like, I look at it like a bank, like a savings account with great interest.
Oh, and then I got my escrow money that I've been overpaying because first world problems, I guess. I've been overpaying, and they sent it back to me.
Nice.
Oh no, because now I'm scared because I'm like, what do I do with it?
We put it into an interest-bearing account at Walker County Federal Credit Union.
No, that's not what I did. I definitely put it in a savings account so that I was like, when they ask for it again, I have it.
Yeah, because that could happen. But no, I remember I was paying rent in Georgetown. Golly, this was back in 2004, and I think I was 20 or 21. I just started my little computer business, and we were so blessed to have a guy that funded us for the first year. But he said, I'll fund it for a year, but then you got to figure out a way to make it work. And he was my business partner, and he started out owning 75, and I was 25. And every year, it shifted to where we were equal. And this guy was so good to me. When I sold the business, I still owed him like $10,000, and he said, keep that money. He's like, you've earned it. He was such a good man.
Love that.
And I used that money to eventually buy my wife her wedding ring. So that's like it all. Now, it wasn't a $10,000 ring, but, you know, I used a lot of it to buy her wedding ring. I remember that. And that was thanks to David Wolf. I'll say his name. He's an incredible mentor. But I remember at the time I was like 20 to 21, and I was paying, man, it was like $980 a month for an apartment. This was back in 2004. That's a lot. 2004 to 2006. And someone had told me, I'll never forget, Ashley Wilson, who's now Ashley Curry, Ashley was a real estate agent. She was probably in her 20s. She was just getting started. She goes, Rob, you need to get a house. And I was like, no, I don't really need a house. I'm afraid of the
Commitment.
the commitment, the liability. It's not a liability. It's an asset.
It is absolutely an asset.
And she said, no, you really need to if you can afford it. And I said, well,
Okay.
I'm like, I don't have $1,500. She's like, it won't be 15. She connected me to a mortgage guy.
It's cheaper for me to live in my house than it would be for me to rent.
It was $905 all in a month. And so at 21, I made this very adulty decision to buy a house. And here's the part that I don't regret it because it turned out to be great. But Ashley was like, I found the perfect house for you. And it was $114,000. Boy, don't you wish you could buy houses for $114,000 nowadays? It was on 3/4 of an acre, a cul-de-sac. The guy behind me had 14 acres, deer all over the neighborhood. It was a highly sought-after neighborhood in Georgetown. The house was older, but it was still a nice little house. And I remember buying that, and it was one of these houses when you walk in, it had like rose wallpaper. So the first thing I started doing was ripping off the rose wallpaper, man. But I bring all this up because it was the best decision financially that I'd ever made was buying that home. And so I want to tell you, congratulations on buying it. That is the best, in my opinion. I'm not a financial expert, but it is the best decision that I think any person can make. And I bring all this up because, I bought it when I was like 20, 21, and it was cheaper than the apartment, so financially. And there was one guy that told me, Rob, that's a bad decision. And thank goodness he was dead wrong because I sold that house, and that's how we ended up moving eventually here to Huntsville, and we had so much equity built up that we were able to put down.
That you lose with renting.
100%.
You're investing in somebody else.
And so our payments, they're not, I wish they were $900 a month, but after inflation, they're not that much more than what we would have been paying in Georgetown to be here in Huntsville. And so long story short, it was the best decision we ever made, or that I made. And the reason I brought all this up, though, is because I was thinking, it's typically a 30-year loan. So I'm like sitting there thinking, man, I'm going to own this thing when I'm 50. Well, then, of course, I sold it, and then we bought a house. And now I was looking the other day, and I was like, oh, great.
Well, that's kind of the thing is you're almost always going to have a house note, and you're almost always going to have a car note.
But I think the national average, most people pay off their mortgages. I was researching ChatGPT. Got bored and I researched this. And in ChatGPT, by the way, say search the internet and show credible sources if you're doing research.
I love that I learned that from you.
Yeah, you have to do that because it'll hallucinate and make up stuff. So I said, show me credible sources and give me the information where you got that so you can fact check it. And I think it was 71 is the U.S. average of when people that own homes will pay them off on average 71. So not bad. I'm average. So yeah, I'm average.
I am not average.
You'll have it paid off sooner if you say that. Now you'll probably sell and.
No, the goal is I have a 5-year plan because dorking out. I've been there a year, so I plan on being there another 4 years, and then I will buy something with a little bit more acreage, a little bit more space.
Yeah,
because I started.
You need your horses and all that, right? Are you a horse? Are you still into the horse?
I'm not doing the horse stuff so much, but I love my house. I live in a really good neighborhood. 10 out of 10. Recommend Rockbridge, but I don't know why, but my house is slightly higher, so I can see into everybody's house, which also means they can see. Yeah, I do, and I feel like they can see into my house.
Well, they just look up to you, Taylor. People look
that's
up.
Adorable.
People look up to you. That's
but
what it is.
I had never lived in a cookie cutter neighborhood. I've never lived really in a neighborhood at all until I bought this house, and I learned that I'm just not a neighborhood person. I almost said something. But I'm not a neighborhood person.
She's the angry. She's the one on the porch. Slow down.
No.
Are you at that age yet? Are you yelling at people to slow down?
Okay, I said 10 out of 10, so maybe 8 out of 10.
Okay,
Is there speed bumps that are not intended to be speed bumps all over my neighborhood where the road kind of dips?
But
and you can tell people who are not from the neighborhood because you hear go.
See, we have those out where we live, but they're like speed humps. There's a difference between a speed bump and a speed. The bump is like that. The hump is like that.
Yeah.
And
people bottom out.
I've learned in my truck that if I go faster, you don't feel them. And I've learned there's an indentation. No, seriously, there's an indentation on the hood of my truck. If you look at the hood and you got the little metal bending indentions on your hood for the design of the truck. I learned if I line up that left indentation in between, I have to line it up perfectly. I've learned this. If I line it up perfectly in between those speed humps, only the right side of my tires hit. And if I'm going 32 miles, the speed limit's 30. If I'm going 30, and they tell you to slow down at 20 on the speed humps.
Okay.
If I go exactly 32 miles an hour,
You don't feel it.
I don't. I just, all it feels is doop, doop. That's it. Now, if I slow down below that, then it's and it's all over the place.
Oh, that's not.
And there's always a guy that's like, he looks angry because I'm going 32 over the speed hump in front of his house.
We do have people hauling butt in our neighborhood. But also, like, I live, like, my neighborhood, there's so many people, like, walking around. Like, there's new families. There's people walking dogs. Like, there's always people walking around. And I love it because, you know, there's me with my big, scary, mean-looking dogs. And then there's, like, old men with their little yappy dogs. Just
little
and I'm like,
Yorkies.
it's so cute.
Or they're holding them while they walk. I've seen.
Yeah.
We have a couple. They're so sweet. They are so sweet. They have a baby carriage that they put their little dog in, and they walk it around our side of the neighborhood.
See, that's so nice, though.
Yeah.
You don't get that in the country. People ain't walking like that in the country. You're not seeing dogs in baby carriages.
Well, let's wrap it up. We'll take a very quick break. I know you got things. You got to get to work. I got a lot. Fall Festival tonight. Come 5:30 here. We'd love to have you and your family. 5:30 to 7:30 here at First. We'll take a break. We will wrap it up when we come back. As always, we're here hanging out. Taylor Chandler from Walker County Federal Credit Union, your full-service community credit union serving Walker County since 1957. We'll close it up when we come back. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Since 2010, the Oak Ridge Disciple House has helped men break free from addiction, not with quick fixes, but lasting change through Jesus Christ. They've celebrated 167 graduates at Oak Ridge and 138 more at Interfaith with an 80% success rate. That's compared to just 5% in most secular programs. The fact is, Jesus works. And now, celebrating 15 years, they're building their third house in Tennessee and just launched a women's program, Restoration Ranch in Texas. It's all for God's glory. And here's the heart of it. They never turn anyone away for lack of money. In fact, 95% of families receive scholarships. As one person put it, don't talk about it, be about it. Every penny counts. Donate today at oakridgedisciplehouse.com and help change a life forever. The Oak Ridge Disciple House. Online at oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Real recovery, real hope. This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted, family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
In the valley, you are with me. Every step I take, through the shadows, through the trials, you will make a way. You're my refuge, you're my rescue. Even in my pain, you are faithful, you are constant. You will never change. It's all up, up, up from here. Your love lifts me, wipes my fear. Mountains rise, valleys clear. It's all up, up, up from here. You turn mourning into dancing, sorrow into joy. You bring beauty from the ashes, every life restored. I will praise you in the lowlands, shout it on the heights. You're the God who goes before me, guiding me to light. It's all up, up, up from here. Your love lifts me, wipes my fear. Mountains rise, valleys clear. It's all up, up, up from here. Up, 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 I'll sing your name.
All right, welcome back at it. Hey, that's a little release there. I love AI. This is my daughter's favorite song right now.
You were saying that.
What?
I could see that.
She loves this song. See, it's catchy, isn't it?
You could dance to this.
From me. It's a Christian song. It's really cool. It's good.
Your love lifts me, wipes my fear.
Mountains rise, valleys clear. It's all up. See, it's good. It's catchy.
He's not at all getting into it quite
Oh,
like you were.
I love this. We've released like 12 songs, by the way. It's really cool. You can download them all. Just go to your favorite music source. You're on the Apple, right?
I'm on
Go
the
to
Apple.
Apple Music, search for Spirit Radio FM, and all of our releases are
So
there.
I don't have Apple Music.
Well, I think you get it. I think you get some of it
Spotify?
free. Or Spotify. It's on Spotify. It's everywhere.
Okay.
60 different platforms you can download. Thank you to DistroKid. We pay $29 a year, and we can release anything anywhere.
All the AI songs.
All the AI songs. Yeah.
I want a real. Oh my God! I had a second there where I thought my shirt was inside out, and you let me go this whole show without it, but
Perfect.
it wasn't. It was just the cuffs. Oh boy! Happy Wednesday, Walker County Federal Credit Union Wednesday on a winter wonderland.
Yeah, we're here at it. Hey, real quick, couple of things here. This day in history. It was on this day, 1680. You ever heard of Sir Walter Raleigh? I've heard of this guy. I don't know who he is. All right, we're going to educate Taylor and myself because I don't know who it is. Well, he was night kitty-kittied in London. Okay, you know what I mean? Night kitty-kittied. The things they did in the 1600s, they would bye-bye to people. Okay?
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Kyle knew. They said tough break, but hey, this is a little bit of inspiration though, because today here we are, hundreds of years later,
Still talking about
still
it.
talking about him. So maybe that's a reminder that how we live echoes a lot longer than how we leave. Ooh, that's good.
Well, I have a cool fact, but I feel like it's gonna be really dark.
Maybe we'll share it by text message, and then we can decide if we're going to share it.
Okay, it's cool because it's like family history for me.
Okay. Is it a shareable thing?
I mean, it's Googleable.
Okay.
So my grandfather,
Hold on.
great-grandfather, take your finger off the button, was one of the last men to be hung in the state of Louisiana.
Oh wow! Yikes!
Yeah, he murdered a family,
Oh
a
my
pregnant
goodness!
woman.
Yikes!
And I'm not bragging about this by
Yeah.
any means, but I feel like that's like
How did you find that out? Just like
So there's a history. They wrote a book about New Iberia. So it's like
Oh, yeah,
something
yeah.
in New. He was hung in New Iberia.
Man,
So
wow.
yeah, one day when we're talking about mental health, we'll dabble into that.
Yeah, I think we have those discussions because that's a very serious thing that we have. It was 1929. The stock market took a nosedive. That was known as Black Tuesday, and the Great Depression began. That's something. Boy, I'm trying to lift people up here on the show this morning. That is a tough one. You think about that. Faith carried families though through those dark days. See, Kyle, bringing it back up. Faith,
Up.
Faith carried people through those dark. So many people came to know the Lord during that time too. People back then leaned on each other, and most importantly, they leaned on the Lord, and that's a good word for today. Whatever's falling apart, I want to encourage you this morning. Whatever's falling apart in your life, be reminded that faith stands firm through all of it.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of other things. I'm a huge Simpsons fan. I've been watching that's the longest running cartoon in history. Dan Castellaneta, the voice of Homer, is 68 years old, and somewhere today he's going dope over another candle on the cake. Winona Ryder, 54 today. Winona Ryder. Kyle jammed out this morning to Winona Ryder. Didn't she sing too? Was she a singer too? Winona Ryder. She was a big singer, right? Did she act also? Was she an actress?
I thought she was an actress.
She did like the Stranger Things or something like that. One of those shows.
She's in a lot.
I don't remember. I don't keep up with all that.
Was she in Beetlejuice?
By the way, today, if it's your birthday here in Huntsville, she was, I think. Yeah, I think she was. If it's your birthday today, happy birthday to you. Taylor, you have Facebook.
I do have Facebook.
Go to your Facebook real quick, if you don't mind.
I obviously don't. On the spot. It's fine.
And then on your search, do you know about how to do this? Type in birthdays. It'll pop up a little. There it is. Oh, go back. There you go. Tap your birthdays. Mm-hmm. And then I like to do this on the show. You scroll through. Hey, Jim Wilson's birthday today. I know Jim. Happy birthday to Jim Wilson. He is a really close friend to our family back in Central Texas. That's really, and Rob Kittle, I know. Oh, hey, happy birthday, Denise Winston. Denise has came on this show multiple times. She brings on foreign exchange students.
Oh,
and so
fun.
Denise, happy birthday to Denise Winston today. Anybody on your list that anyone that you like to mention on your birthday list?
Yesterday was my aunt's birthday. Happy birthday, Aunt Sharon.
Happy birthday to Aunt Sharon.
She turned 75.
Wow. Okay. Carolyn Martin, 29. Carolyn used to have an antique store. I used to go in there all the time and visit with her. But the big one here in Huntsville today, Denise Winston, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Denise.
From your friends here at, I like to do that. We used to do that all the time.
We should do that more.
Haven't done it in a long time. Couple of other things here real quick. We just want to encourage you again, get out today, be a part of all the great events happening. You can download our app at Hello Huntsville. Just search for it or go to our website.
I think the fall festival got pushed to this weekend.
Which one?
I don't know. But
ours is tonight here at the church.
I saw somebody's got pushed. That was last Saturday. Got pushed to this Saturday.
Might have been, yeah. I'm not sure. There's a lot of area churches. I know UHBC is having theirs on Friday. And I want to give a special shout-out this morning to Josh Criswell. Used to be the sports director, sports editor at the Huntsville Item. He's now on staff at Sam Houston State University, a journalism teacher. Josh will be calling the New Waverly game for me on Friday, which you guys are the season presenting sponsor, Walker County Federal. I've asked Josh to step in and do that.
Because you'll be with your babies.
Yeah, and that's one thing. You know, the wife was like, yeah, you can't. You got to be with the children at that age. And so, and I would have done it anyway. So I'm going to be with our family Friday. But Josh Criswell, and this is so cool. This has opened up a door now for possible internships for students that go through his journalism class at Sam Houston State University.
I actually love that.
Yeah, so they're coming to help out. And again, Walker County Federal Credit Union is our season presenting sponsor for a second straight year. You guys are also sponsoring the Alpha Omega broadcast. Once again, y'all are involved, and it's like y'all were saying, you know, y'all got a line item for community events.
Community reinvestment.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about. So, well, Taylor, that'll wrap it up. Any final comments? Thanks for hanging out. It's been a fun morning. Anything else?
I could keep going on and on. I love being here.
Okay, we'll keep going. No, I'm just kidding.
You did. You're like, keep going. Click.
Yeah, all right.
Just keep talking to yourself.
No, we'll come in today, and Taylor had a really great idea. We're going to figure this out. I can't announce like details because we don't have the details yet.
We're going to heavily encourage you to come in. If you're a supporter of the show, we're going to try and give you some extra encouragement to come visit me.
Could be in the form of a good coin, but we got to look at the
legalities.
Legalities, but we want to figure out a way, just like at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, if you come in and do pre-planning, they've got a 500 XP good coin. It's kind of nerdy.
If you have not downloaded the Hello Huntsville app, just do it.
Download it to get ready.
Yeah.
We could, if we can't do it there, we could just put it like out on the street on the curb. You know, you just scan it on the curb or something.
I'll just do the QR code on the concrete, so you can just.
Yeah, can't do that. People, then there's liability. Well, scanning in my code, somebody hit me.
Yeah, that's all.
Well, hey, that'll wrap it up. We've got a great show lined up the rest of this week. Tomorrow we'll have Jason Bay from First Baptist Church here on the show. Always love our Thursdays as well. Jason always brings a great word, and he does have a really cool segment every Thursday called News You Can Use. And
should I make a segment?
Yes, come up with a segment. Seriously, it'll be fun. You can do that. So Jason will be with us tomorrow, so come and be a part of the show. Our friend will be joining us tomorrow, Sky Carlton of Deep Clean, Texas. Sky and Brad, they have a business here, and they have been a supporter of us for over a year now, and we appreciate them. And then as we wrap up the week, Mia Smith will be here on Friday with Billy and I with the Huntsville Art Initiative, a group that honors students enrolled in academic community engagement through Sam Houston State University. So we have a couple of cool guests to line up the rest of this week. And as I end every show, reminding you this morning that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. So please provide a word. Kyle knows it.
Speaking of catchphrases.
Provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand. truthfully say I've been saying this for 15 years.
I love it.
Provide a word of encouragement, lend a hand of support. I promise somebody out there needs you. For Taylor Chandler, Kyle Kreiner, the Brisketeer, who's leading the pack on our app and website.
For now.
So long, everyone. Have a great morning. Good morning, Huntsville, and God bless. And a special thank you, as always, to Walker County Federal Credit Union and Taylor. We'll see you, Taylor. Have a good day.
See you next week. Goodbye.
Broken hearts and shattered dreams. Life's not always what it seems, but there's a light that breaks the night, a savior's love, a guiding light. Oh, I was lost, but now I'm found on solid ground. I'm standing now, turned around, no longer broken hearted, left behind the chains that once departed. New hope, new life in Jesus Christ, the cornerstone of my heart, my life. Wounded soul, but now I'm healed. Grace and mercy have been revealed. The empty tomb, the risen King. Forevermore I'm gonna sing. Oh, I was lost, but now I'm found on solid ground. I'm standing now, turned around, no longer broken hearted, left behind the chains that once departed. New hope, new life in Jesus Christ, the cornerstone of my heart, my life. No one else can compare. He's my rock, my refuge, always there. All my fears and doubts are gone. In His strength I'm moving.